see it cannot be a flip a character. हमारे अंदर कुछ ना कुछ होते हैं मतलब you know ऐसे it's the frequency which is like ऊपर down किया हुआ रहता है up down किया हुआ रहता है.
I feel like I believe in that. I don't think language should be a barrier. I would like to do all kinds of all languages in cinema, and I think I'm looking forward to doing a Marathi film.
I'm happy. I mean, I'm happy with the fact that I look young. It works in my favor, and I'm proud about that.
In the 11th grade, I took up theatre in school, and before that, I knew that I wanted to act, but I was just like focusing on becoming an investment banker because I want to make a lot of money and go to Wall Street and stuff.
Hey, this is Shantanu Maheshwari,
and I'm Mahesh Manjrekar,
and yeah, you guys are watching us on IWMBuzz.
Well, वैसे तो अजय देवगन और टबू जैसे एक्टर्स ना अपने स्क्रिप्ट देख के हाँ बोल देते हैं और स्क्रिप्ट ही मैटर करती है, लेकिन आई थिंक विद औरों में कहाँ दम था, it was also a factor कि their younger versions are going to be played with incredibly talented and gorgeous people that I'm in conversation with right now. Hi everyone, this is Kunal Kothari. You're watching me on IWMBuzz, and the aforementioned gorgeous people I'm talking about is of course Shantanu, Maheshwari and Saiee Manjrekar. Welcome guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Fantastic. Okay.
Sweet introduction.
Yeah, very nice introduction.
Thank you so much. You know, सबसे पहले I have to ask you, you know, it's so funny, like some of my friends are really, you know, huge fans of yours, especially with the social media presence. But उनको ना बहुत shock लगता है कि you're just 22. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah. And you know why?
Do I look old?
No, I was just gonna say not because of your, you know, how old you look, but because you already have a 5-year career. Because they've like, yaar, हाँ इतनी
she's senior to me.
Yeah, technically in films, yes.
You're senior to me.
So you know, I have to ask you, was it always, you know, a thing with you? Okay, I have to start early, you know, because
no, not at all.
Or it just happened. Like, what was the case? I have to know this.
Okay, so basically in the 11th grade, I took up theatre in school, and before that, I knew that I wanted to act, but I was just like focusing on becoming an investment banker because I want to make a lot of money and go to Wall Street and stuff.
Amazing, I love that.
But then in the 11th grade, I took up theatre and I really liked it, so I finally mustered up the courage to tell my parents, and they obviously were like, you know, you can't just one day take up theatre and be like, हाँ मुझे अभी acting करनी है, to work.
Yeah.
So then I started training with Juhi Babbarji.
Of course.
And she gave me a lot. Like she gave me all of her time and so much love and so much patience. She, you know, taught me with and got things out of me that I didn't know I existed anywhere.
Right.
And just everything. I give so much credit to her for who I am today. But after that, in the 12th grade, finally, you know, right before my board exams were in May, and right before that, I think in November, December-ish, I was getting ready to send my applications to universities and stuff, and I get a call for Dabang, and I was like, you know, this is what I want to do technically. Yeah. So I really thought that I'd have time, you know, I'd go to college, I'd come back, I'd prepare more and then start. But it just happened to me, and I said that I wanted this for so long. Technically, I wanted it since I was a baby.
Correct.
But I never kind of said it out loud. We'll probably see how it works. Do this film with everything that you've got, and if you still feel like you need more time, then you can go finish studying. Because my mom and dad are also very particular. You can't leave studies.
True.
So my exams were in May, and my shoot was in May. So then I remember I was in the IB, and the college exams, the state exams were in February and March. So I remember quickly switching and studying for 6 different subjects and giving them and then starting. So it was like a very
very
go with the flow, do whatever's happening to you and trust God's will. Yeah.
Crazy, man, amazing. And you know, on a lighter note for both of you, you know, because I have to, you know, with you also specifically, that you've obviously, you know, as you mentioned, कि फिल्म में तो अभी 2 हुई है, but you've been there around since eternity in the best way possible.
अभी इसको बुढ़ा बना रहे हैं.
पर यार सबसे अच्छी बात यही है ना कि फिर भी यही बोलते कि यार तुम तो अभी भी young लगते हो. But you know, I have to on a lighter note ask you that, you know, अब आपके film, you know, the friends, especially from the people who dance, like, you know, dance is what you are, it defines you and everything. They must be telling you यार कि ठीक है तूने अब संजय लीला बंसाली फिल्म कर दी, यंगर अजय देवगन प्ले हो गया, अभी डांस ओरिएंटेड मूवी कब करोगे यार, मतलब क्योंकि शोज हो गए, सब कुछ हो गया, फिल्म, dance, and especially you at the helm, must be something else.
So because I have done Dil Dosti Dance,
Yes.
I'm very particular about dance scripts. I am very particular about dance scripts because we have covered so many topics, and so it was very hard for me to get into anything which was fresh.
Right.
Then Campus Beats happened, so that also I felt like it's a very different. It took a lot of time. It took almost like 10 years to come back with a dance script by the same person, Palki Malhotra. So I was like, wow, I mean, this is something I want to do, because dance is such a wide genre, I would say, and you can do so many things, and but people have only seen like this much of it. So I'm very specific dance scripts. So, and it was never this thing ki matlab dance script or dance movie karni hai. It's okay, I mean, it's fine. As far as I'm getting a chance to perform, I'm getting a chance to explore my talent, and the roles are challenging, I'm more than happy.
Fantastic, super. And even with you, as I said, that Abhi, you've done bilingual films already, right? And it's amazing, because obviously people know you are Mahesh Manjrekar's daughter, so Marathi obviously comes inherent to you. Has your dad told you ki abhi ho gaya Hindi, Tamil, now just come to Marathi, make a debut in Marathi as an adult? Because I know you've done one as a child artist back then.
Oh God, you know about that?
I know about that.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it, exactly. That's exactly why I'm getting to that.
Oh, yes, I also.
I was a really small baby, dancing with that. Anyway, no, so I think the one thing that my dad has always told me is said that language is no barrier when it comes to your craft, because that's something that you can understand your lines, learn your lines, and you can do it. It's just what you're doing should be your best work, and I feel like I believe in that. I don't think language should be a barrier. I would like to do all kinds of all languages in cinema, and I think I'm looking forward to doing a Marathi film actually.
Superb.
I'll be excited, yeah.
And one with your father at the helm, if at all it happens, I think that would be the collaboration everybody wants to.
I'm waiting for it.
Superb, fantastic. And a little on the complex side, coming to the film, of course, that what I find very fascinating is that, especially with this this film, you obviously, we know both of you all play younger versions of Ajay sir and Tabu ma'am respectively. What's amazing is that you all obviously bring the the chirpiness, the vibrancy that the characters need at that particular age, right? But with you in this case, when the portion shifts to the jail bits, it's a lot more intense. You have a shaved head. There you get crazy, but in a very different manner. But with Ajay sir, he's always known for his subdued and very subtle. So how did you make sure to get rid of that young vibrancy and everything कि अभी मेरे को थोड़ा अभी intense बनना पड़ेगा?
I think the character is also intense in terms of what he does.
Right.
So I mean, it's not something very similar to what I've done in the past. So because see, it cannot be a flip character. हमारे अंदर कुछ ना कुछ होते हैं, मतलब it's the frequency which is like ऊपर down किया हुआ रहता है, up down किया हुआ रहता है. So I think that frequency was always there. It's just that he could control few things. There are few things he couldn't control. So I think workshops with Neeraj sir really helped, and the clarity that Neeraj sir had with how he wanted me to portray that character really made my job very easy.
Of course.
Because I just had to go with his flow and just try to find my flow कि जो सर बोल रहे हैं उसको अपने thought process में लेकर आओ, and I feel कि if you're thinking as your character, it's easy to play. So मेरा वो मानना रहता है. So I mean, because emotion same है हमारे सबके, it's just that as I said, tweaks up down होते हैं कि कौन का किसका anger ज़्यादा रहेगा, किसका sadness ज़्यादा रहेगा, किसका baggage ज़्यादा रहेगा, किसी का कम रहेगा. So those are the things that you have to balance it out, and sir gave me that balance and helped me. It really helped me to perform the way.
Awesome. And as I mentioned with you as well, Tabu ma'am, everybody knows the legend that she is. Again, when her graph comes to play, it's a lot more subdued, to put it simply, and obviously a lot more worried and everything. Like she's obviously shattered with what happened and everything. But you obviously had a much happier time to play, and then whatever happens. How is that shift for you as well? Because we obviously don't know that what happens. We'll only see the film to know that. But there's a shift obviously when things change. How was that for you to portray?
No, again, I think all credit to Neeraj sir, because he was very clear on his vision and knew exactly what he wanted and how he wanted it. and he made sure he got it like that, I hope. And it didn't leave much to, you know, be confused about or think.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have to like sit and scratch my head about how am I going to do this, because I knew exactly what he wanted and how he was going to get me to do it.
Right.
So I think there was a sense of security, like a safety net, that he was always there. If you had any questions, he was very open to them and answered them very directly and very clearly, so there was no confusion ever. So I feel like that was a very nice journey in a process.
Fantastic, superb. And now I have to ask you this also, both of you. I need to know your Auron mein kahan dam tha moment. I'll explain what that would mean. You know, basically a moment in your life. It can be related to your personal life. It can be related to your career, where you know you felt that you know ये मैं ही कर पाऊँगा और कोई नहीं कर पाएगा क्योंकि औरों में कहाँ दम होगा ये करने का. As I mentioned, it's not necessarily arrogance. It's just more related to something that you feel that okay, this is mine.
ये role.
Yeah, I can't say the same thing now. Can I say the same answer?
Of course,
Thank
I mean.
you. Thank you. Okay, done. Yeah, same.
This character.
Yeah.
Fantastic, superb. All right, okay. You know, another thing, as I mentioned that, you know, हमने बीच-बीच में बात की that, you know, about how you've always had this question. Probably, I think if you had a nickel, you know, that this question was asked, ke, how does it play to you be the young boy? People still perceive as a young boy. You would probably be a millionaire. I'm sure. I am pretty much sure about it. So I want to ask you that, does it frustrate you? Or does it anger you now that, you know, you still get this question even after all these years?
No.
No?
No.
Because I would be like, हाँ ठीक है, I know, get over it.
No, I'm happy. I mean, I'm happy with the fact that I look young. It works in my favor, and I'm proud about that because I have certain discipline that I maintain,
Right.
and that has got me to where I am today and how I look or how I present myself. Maybe I'm a late bloomer, but it's working for me. So I'm
Definitely
I'm definitely very happy about it.
Super, super, fantastic.